This is an All Ears English podcast, episode 10, How to Express Yourself Like a Native English Speaker.
Welcome to the All Ears English podcast, where you'll finally get real native English conversation and fluency for business and life. We believe in connection, not perfection, when it comes to learning English. Now, here are your hosts, Lindsay McMahon, the English adventurer, and Michelle Kaplan, the New York radio girl, coming to you from Boston and New York City, USA. This episode, learn 3 new and native expressions in English that you can use to talk about loving and enjoying the place you live. Hey, Michelle, how you feeling today? What's going on in New York?
Hey, Lindsay. I'm good. Kind of a crisp fall day, but everything's good. So yeah, that's good.
That's awesome. So if you guys are just finding All Ears English for the first time, Michelle is based in New York City. So exciting. I love New York.
Me too. And I'm finding like yesterday on the last episode, we were talking a little bit about, falling in love with the city that you're in. And yes. I find that I feel like for like a little while, I was kind of used to New York, and now I'm like falling in love with it all over again.
Oh, so, that's amazing. That's amazing. What prompted that sort of change?
I think like a lot of time not doing as much and now going out and doing more, and and also like just new things that are developing in New York that I'm seeing a lot of. So new exciting things.
Ooh, I love that. Yeah, New York is a city that's always changing. Right? It's always changing. And so in the last episode, guys, if you haven't listened, go back to episode 9 and then come back today to this one. But in episode 9, we talked about, like Michelle said, how to fall in love when you're abroad, right? With the place you're in. If you're living in the US, you're living in New York City, California, Denver, Colorado, we want to show you how to fall in love. We've talked about that last time. Today, we're going to pull out some vocabulary that really fits into a conversation like that one. Right, Michelle?
Right. Exactly. So we have some good words to teach you today.
Yeah, this is great. So we didn't necessarily say these yesterday, guys, that you won't find them in the transcripts. But if you are having a conversation with a native speaker about how to love your city, these are going to come up. All right.
Right. All right. Let's do the first one. What is it?
Okay, let's do it. So it is rich experience. Now, when I say rich experience, Michelle, do I mean lots of dollars and cents and dollar bills, $100 bills?
Yeah, you mean like full, meaningful.
Full and meaningful. Robust. I love the word robust.
Yes.
So what would be an example of an experience you've had, Michelle, in New York that's kind of a robust, a rich New York experience? What would you say?
Ooh.
Tough question.
Caught me off guard with that one. A New York experience that's a rich experience. I mean, I guess I'm going to go. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do New York because when I spoke about India yesterday, I'll say that my rich experience was in India, like getting to go to that wedding that I spoke about. Guys, definitely listen to episode 9 to hear more about our travels.
Ooh, the India. I love that. That's definitely probably a very rich experience going to that wedding, right?
Very fun. What about you? What's a rich experience that you've had either while traveling or in your own city?
Yeah, probably. Well, I'm just going to, in the same way, I'm going to go back to what I mentioned in the last one. Guys, go back to that episode. Listen to that episode. It was a great one. Rich experience attending that chili festival. Again, not chili, like not the chilies, the vegetable, but actual chili, like the meal, right? The soupy meal.
The soupy meal.
The soupy meal. So, it was getting cold in Denver. It was like my second week here and there were like 40 people competing in this chili competition. So it wasn't just a chili festival, it was a competition to see who had the best chili. I think I mentioned this recently too on another episode. Cool. Yeah. And just trying the different chili. There were amateurs and there were pros. So anyone could set up a chili table and bring their own recipe. Like I could have done it. And then restaurants also had a table. So it's the amateurs competing against the pros.
That's fun.
Yeah. And the winner, interesting. I don't think that chili is a huge dish in Brazil, but it was actually a Brazilian restaurant, or sorry, I think a Portuguese restaurant from Portugal that won. And I didn't even know that was a big meal in Portugal, but it was a really good chili. So good.
Awesome. Love it. Okay.
Yeah.
What's another one? What's another expression that you can use to talk about experiences or things like that?
So this is one that, we want to be careful if we're saying this too much, I think, right? So what it is I've been meaning to do something. So, maybe you're living in New York and you say, oh, I've been meaning to try the Met or the MoMA. Right? What's the MoMA, Michelle, in New York?
Museum of Modern Art.
And the Met is the Metropolitan Museum, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's something
you've been famous?
Very famous. What's something you've been meaning to do in New York that you've never done, even as a local?
Oh my gosh, these are tough.
I know. It's easier for me to ask the question than to answer.
Something that I've been meaning to do in New York that I haven't done. Oh, you know what this isn't solely for New York because it's all around. But that Van Gogh experience.
Oh,
you know about that?
Yeah, kind of.
It's like a whole experience, like where you like go in and they have like all these Van Gogh or. I know that's not the correct pronunciation, but you it's like kind of going all around the country, I think, or probably all around the world.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. My parents just did that in Denver.
Did they like it?
They did. They loved it. Yeah, they thought it was really cool. It was really cool.
I've been meaning to go to that. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I love that. For me, was something I've been meaning to do in Colorado. Oh my gosh, this is a tough question, isn't it? I've been meaning to hike more 14ers, right? I've only hiked 2 or 3, but this is the lifestyle, right, that people have in Colorado. They hike these huge mountains, right? So I've been meaning to do more. So it's even if something that you've done a little bit of, but you've wanted to do more, right? I've been meaning to do more of this. That's okay too. It doesn't have to be something that you've just never done at all, right?
Right. Absolutely. That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
So good. And then the last one is to get to a place or an event. So to get somewhere, right?
Yeah, guys. So write this down. I know our listeners, guys, in another episode, we're going to help you with this, the differences between go and get and all the different ways to use to get to or to get something. But this means what, Michelle? What would be another verb that we could say?
To arrive?
Yeah, kind of to arrive or to be transported.
Or to, right.
Yeah, but that's the general meaning, right? Is to find a way to move yourself to a place or an event, right? Physically arrive there. So how would we put this into a sentence for our listeners? We should have a role play today, actually.
All right. Well, I could say I could combine them. I could say I've been meaning to get tickets not to get tickets because I want to get to an event. I've been meaning to get to the MoMA museum to check out the new exhibit.
Ooh, you combined both of them. We can totally do that. Yeah, I've been meaning
because I want a rich experience.
Right, because you want a exactly. So that's perfect. So I've been meaning to get to that museum. I've been meaning to get to that Van Gogh exhibit, right? So to get to somewhere, it conveys like physically getting there, but it also conveys kind of making the time and space in your life for it, doesn't it?
Right, exactly. You have to make that time.
Yeah, so by saying I haven't been able to get there, you're kind of saying I'm too busy or I haven't made it a priority. So we can learn a lot about someone by what they say if they say this. Can't we, Michelle?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, Lindsay, like, how does this apply to your life now? Like, is there something that, I don't know.
Yeah. So let's see. On a more practical level, I could say, so Denver is a big city. Like, it's broad. It's a wide city. Like, it spans more miles than Boston. Right. So, when it comes to getting around, it's hard for me to get to a place across the city compared to how easy it was in Boston. I could pretty much walk anywhere in Boston, right, to get to the other side of town. It was easy to get to the other side of town. In Denver, it's not as easy. What I end up doing is taking a scooter to get to the other side. Oh yeah, I'm into scooting. Oh, we haven't talked about this, Michelle. Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, maybe I talked about this with Aubrey on the show, but
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, do you have scooters in New York? Is that a big thing?
We had tried it out nearby where I live, and then they decided against it. I haven't really seen them much around New York, but maybe I'm not paying attention. My son rides a scooter.
I know. I know. Scooters are awesome.
They are.
I think it depends on the city. The city by city, the cities make decisions on it, but it's so easy because all you got to do is pay on your phone. You pick it up anywhere, you drop it off anywhere, and it's just simpler than a bike. It's cheaper than a Lyft, like a car, right? Car service. Easier than a taxi, and faster than walking. So it's just great. I love it. It's fun too.
That's cool. Yeah, they are fun. Whenever I've tried them out a little bit, it is fun.
Yeah, they're super fun. So guys, we want to encourage you to go back again, listen to yesterday's episode, and then have a conversation, maybe using some of this natural native vocabulary that you've gotten from us today, and talk about, what you want to get into in your new city if you're living abroad. Right, Michelle?
I love it. That's so cool. Yes. And again, listen, and maybe these things that you get into will help you fall in love.
Oh, I love it. All right. Very cool, Michelle. I'll see you on the next episode very soon. Take care.
All right. Bye, Lindsay.
Bye. Thanks for listening to All Ears English. And if you believe in connection, not perfection, follow our show wherever you listen to podcasts to make sure you don't miss anything. See you next time.